Sometimes give yourself the freedom, give yourself the leeway to be swayed away by the tune of a particular music. Let the music determine whether you're going to have slow cuts, fast cuts. Today I am going to be sharing with you 6 tips or 6 ways by which you can make music videos in less than 24 hours. If this is something that you're into, then stick around. Let's figure this out. In today's video, I am going to be sharing with you 6 tips or 6 ways by which you can become so productive that you can produce music videos in 24 hours. So the first tip on the list is to actually know your locations at hand. Now, knowing your locations at hand has to start right from the pre-production process. You need to know all the locations that are available to you so that when you are even writing the scripts, all of these things would actually come in handy, or let those kind of locations that you actually have access to inspire the kind of stories that you write. For example, if I have a backyard, or let's say I have a graveyard behind my house, that could inspire me because I know that I could actually use a graveyard to shoot my music video instead of writing, let's say, something like space, which I know I don't have space suits, or I don't have any friends who have space. Meanwhile, we have to execute this project in 24 hours, so you don't have that luxury of time. And so knowing very well that I have access to this particular location will really help me save money and will really also make everything very easy for me. The next tip on the list is to keep everything simple. Do not write gargantuan, colossal, unrealistic ideas, guys. Be very realistic. When you're writing your script, write things that you know you can be able to achieve. I actually wrote a lot of huge visual effects. That was why I actually failed in shooting and editing my music video in 24 hours. So learn from my mistake. Make sure to keep concepts very simple. Like I always say, when you are in doubt, visit the basics. Do not include any unpredictable variable within your shoot. Now, what do we mean by unpredictable variables here? There are certain things you can't actually, or humans do not naturally have control over. For example, in my case, or the main thing that prompted me to come up with the idea for this video, it's during the music video shoot of mine, I actually sent an animal on set, and the animal was so unpredictable. And we ended up losing almost 5 hours of the shoot to just trying to get the horse in place. So guys, make sure that you don't include things that you don't actually have total control of. Even in professional situations where you have animal trainers on set, even them cannot guarantee you 100% of the fact that all the animals are going to kowtow to what you actually want them to do. And so if you're under time and you have 24 hours to execute a music video, make sure that you don't write sections or you don't include those kind of unpredictable variables within your shoot. The next tip I have for you is to choose your camera wisely. Now, what do I mean by choosing your camera wisely? Now, your camera is kind of like the extension, or it's one of the main things that will actually determine the success of your shoot. You should choose a camera that is actually very simple to operate, a camera that will not require a whole crew to use. For example, if you go with, let's say, a Blackmagic, and let's say you put it on a Ronin gimbal and you have to have a focus puller on set. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying going with a big budget, because at the end of the day, this video is mainly to help those with limited budgets and limited time. And if you can have all the money to hire all these people on set, I'm not sure then you are bound to force yourself to do something within 24 hours. So that's why I'm limiting myself to people who are actually handicapped in terms of time and want to execute this within 24 hours. If you are within this 24 hours bracket, guys, do not choose cameras that would slow you down. You really need to reduce your footprint on set. You really need a camera that can get you, going very quickly. The next tip I have for you is to have a basic shot list. Now, I'm not saying go sit down, draw every single frame, have a storyboard for, every single thing that is going to happen in that music video. But because you are limited by time, make sure that you have something particularly written about the kind of shot, just a brief description of the kind of shots that you need to get in each particular scene. That will actually come in handy. And at the end of the day, it is not just like you have a working sheet, so just cut everything short or just go and work religiously or stay religiously according to that particular script you are sending. Guys, having a short list in this sense is like a blueprint for the success of your work. So after finishing those shots, that does not mean that because you didn't write something, if that thing is actually good, you should abandon it on set. In fact, when you get to set, sometimes because you sit at a particular position on my desk like I'm doing right now to write something, it might not be as realistic as when you get to set. But when you get to set, sometimes the pace or the nature of the environment or the location would change certain things within your script. So embrace that particular change. Don't try to fight it too much. Now, don't overdo this so that it makes you look unorganized. Make sure you have a working plan. And that is why this kind of short lists are so important. Before we go to the final tip, we are missing something. Coconut water. Let's take some. Let's continue the video. So the final tip that I have for you is to edit the music video according to the dictates of the song. So why am I bringing in this point? Sometimes we get so addicted to styles. You meet someone, he or she tells you, my editing style is this, my style is that. And so you realize that the person gets a music video to edit and the nature of the song or the mood of the song doesn't call for his or her style at that particular time. And so I always say, don't get too addicted to styles. Sometimes give yourself the freedom, give yourself the leeway to be swayed away by the tune of a particular music. Let the music determine whether you're going to have slow cuts, fast cuts, and all those other kind of cuts that you are going to have within that particular music video. So that is all for today's video, guys. I really hope all these 6 tips that I shared with you in this video will be helpful. And when you succeed in creating that music video within 24 hours, don't forget to tag me on Instagram at OBL_Junior. And if you did enjoy this video, kindly leave a comment in the comment section below. And I do reply to every single one of my comments on this YouTube channel, because you know what? You guys out there are awesome. And if you're new to the channel, guys, I'll do much appreciate it if you click on the subscribe button and smash the like button if this is something that you're into, because I like those who do that. It goes a long way in helping us make awesome content and help other people discover our channel right here on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, keep practicing filmmaking. Peace out.